Hi everyone, in these next series of videos we're going to look at VoiceThread and show you how you can integrate it into your Moodle course and go about creating and sharing a VoiceThread for your students. VoiceThread is a really cool application that allows you to have an asynchronous discussion about a particular kind of media. So basically what you'll see is the media is in the middle of the screen, and then the students and you as the professor can then go about commenting in a variety of different ways to have a conversation about that particular kind of media. So I have Moodle open first because it's important that you integrate it first with your Moodle page. If you don't integrate it first with Moodle, the students will not be able to access the VoiceThread page or any of the things that you share to it. So to integrate it, we have to go to our upper right hand corner here and turn our editing button on. And let's just add it here at the top just because it's a quick example. Click Add an Activity or Resource, and we're going to select External Tool. You can name it whatever you want, so we're just going to name ours Walt Disney VoiceThread. And then you want to make sure underneath Pre-configured Tool you choose VoiceThread Activity. Another thing I just want to show you is if you do ever have any issue with VoiceThread, one of the things you might want to check first is if you click Show More here, the consumer key and the shared secret must both be empty. So that's just a little tip that I want to share with you just in case you ever have any problems, but in this case they are empty. So we're going to move ahead with our VoiceThread and just click Save and Return to Course. So now if we click on our Walt Disney VoiceThread, this will open up our personal VoiceThread page for this course. So anything that we share in VoiceThread will be shared with this course, and we'll share it with this specific page so that way it'll all show up in one space. So no matter how many times you integrate that link into this particular Moodle page, you'll still be able to see all of the VoiceThreads that are shared with it. Now if we want to go and create a VoiceThread, we want to click on these three horizontal lines here in the upper left hand corner, and we want to click Go to VoiceThread Home, and once we do that we want to click Create. So now it's asking us to add some media. So I'm just going to add a few examples here so you can sort of see how this works. And if we click Add Media, we can click on, we have a variety of different things we can choose here. So we could put a webcam photo where it'll use our webcam to take a picture of us. We can use a webcam video, and especially for online courses, what I like to do is use this option to record myself speaking so the students have a way to see what I look like as their professor. My Computer, which will search all of the files on your computer, and media sources, there are a few companies that will work with VoiceThread where you can pull things from their site. So the New York Public Library has images that you can use. You can pull from your Google Drive, from Flickr, the Khan Academy, and also any other VoiceThreads you have created you can pull from as well. So we're going to use these other sources, but you do have that option if you do choose to do so. So the first thing that I want to click is My Computer, and that's going to bring up all of the files on my computer, and I'm going to select two that I have here. I want to put in the syllabus for our course, and I also want to put an image. So I'm going to select those two things here, and I can select more than one thing and press Open, and that's going to then load those options here, and then it's going to ask me to put a title. So I just want to name this Walt Disney VoiceThread. And you can enter a description if you like, you don't have to, and press Save. So now two of our things have been added here. Just to give you a little insight on what the others look like, if we click Add Media and we select Webcam Video, we'll allow this, it'll come up countdown, and we can then do a webcam of ourselves. So I can go, Welcome to the class, I'm your professor, press Stop Recording. And now it's uploading for me. So I can go, Welcome to the class. So I'm going to press Save. And then that's going to upload that. So obviously this is just an example, but you can see how it would be useful to upload yourself speaking to the students. And you can go about just putting these in different spaces. If you want the webcam video to show up first, you can move that once it's done processing. You can drag and drop it into the section that you want it to appear in. So maybe we want our syllabus to show up second, which is already there, so we would leave that, but we want to switch our Mickey Mouse picture to here, and we want to put our webcam here. You can see how we can then go drag and drop and put it in the order that we want to put it in. So when you're done adding content to your VoiceThread, you can go ahead and comment on it. And a comment from a professor standpoint and a student standpoint is done the exact same way. However, when you are putting an initial comment on a particular kind of media, you're basically explaining to that student what you want them to do with what you're showing them. So we're going to discuss that in our next video, how we can comment on our slides and explain to the students what they are expected to do with that particular thing that you're giving them. The other thing we have here too are the options, so you can click on options and look at the playback settings, and you can choose what you want to do for this particular VoiceThread. What comment method you want to allow. So if you want to limit to only audio and webcam, you can uncheck all of the other options. The other things that are here you can take a look at. If you want to enable threaded commenting, you can check that off here. And basically all of these other specifics for the VoiceThread, you can choose whichever you want for your VoiceThread. So I'm just going to press save and leave it as is, and in our next video we're going to discuss how to comment.